here. I am back for day 2 of being off-grid with Doug and Stacy. Fortunately, it's not as windy today. Yesterday it was, hey, come here. That's the turkey pecking on my tripod. Here comes Stacy and the dogs. They're walking down the road. Here they come. Hey girls. Hey girls. Hey girls. Have you been up for a nice walk? Have you been up for a nice walk? Hi. Oh, what a nice walk you have. Wow. One of Stacy's expertise is movement.
So I wanted to show Kaye a really simple exercise, and if you guys are wanting to get up and move a little bit, these are called squat rows. And basically you're going to get this band, these kind of stretchy bands. You can find them at most of the stores, but they're very, very versatile and you can do a lot of movement with them. So basically you're going to hold onto the handle,
Okay.
do a squat, and then when you come up you're going to row. So it's just squatting and rowing.
Okay.
Just like that.
I think I can do that.
Okay? Squat and pull. Ooh, look at you go. Down, squat and pull.
Oh wait. Okay.
Go again.
Let's see.
Down, and then stand up your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel at the same time of your
Okay.
foot. So it's squatting and rowing. Good.
Okay.
Squat and row. Because you're grounding with the earth. Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. How was that?
Great.
See, if you did like 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Definitely feel it.
So if you're just really stiff here, you want to let the hips move with you. Good. That looks great. You don't want any kinks in your chain. Looking good. Even Faith wants to come and join you. I don't know what it is about pets, cats or dogs. When you work out, they like to come and hang out with you too.
I can definitely feel this in the arm I broke.
There's different tensions, so some of them are going to be easier, some of them will be harder. And you just want to find one that you feel, comfortable with. You could do bicep curls on that also.
I'm supposed to do those. Yeah.
And you could do alternate one at a time.
This is what I need because I've been using one of those just rubber band things.
This is a good pushing type movement, and it's very functional. You can alternate, put one foot in front and then the other. It's really, really, really easy.
Oh yeah.
Your turn, Kaye.
Yeah. So all I need is one of these straps, and then I need one of these trailers with this big.
You just find someplace that there's a fence around or someplace sturdy.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. Look at you go. And like lean into it a little bit if you want. You could do one on one side, one on the other side, maybe do 10 on each arm. Start. Let's say you're wanting to start to exercise. This is something really simple, very cheap and expensive. You don't have to buy expensive gym membership or anything.
So while Kaye's here, I've been working on some of this landscaping here around our outdoor kitchen. I have to raise up this back wall because we kind of put the kitchen in too low and the water comes down here and it floods the floor in the kitchen. So we got a couple things we're working on that's going to remedy that. But while I was putting these timbers in and then started to backfill the dirt, I forgot to put a pin in here, and the force of the dirt and the machine going on it blew the wall out. So I've rigged up a little something that I'm using to push the wall back over. And I'm going to start this way and pin it here, push this over, pin it again, and then pin it at the end, and then I won't have any more problems. We do use power tools, but a lot of times we use the old-fashioned hand tools like they did in the early 1900s. And I'll be pinning this with a rebar. So I'll just cut the rebar to the length that I'm using. That'll run through each one of these posts and then keep it from kicking in and out. Yeah, I'll fill this all up with dirt, and then I'll put a piece of this tarp over it, and then I'll put the rock down. It'll be all rock in here, and then Stacy can put in some rose bushes, or we can let the blackberries go crazy, just whatever. I borrowed a friend's skid steer, and he's coming to pick it up tomorrow, so anything that I have to move dirt or rock or anything I'd like to get done today. He's going to bring it back later. He just needs it because a tree fell down in the storm. But I just want to get as much as I can done now.
Here comes Stacy with the wood. Yay! Gotta feed the fire. You're not cooking, you're just keeping it going, right?
Yeah, it totally is out. I wasn't on it. On these warm days, it's kind of hard.
Stacy and I have been hanging out in the kitchen after we had a big breakfast of scrambled eggs with cheese. And was that a pumpkin muffin? What kind of muffin was that you made?
Yeah, pumpkin and pecan.
Pumpkin and pecan muffin with her homemade butter. And we had pomegranate seeds and fresh pineapple and kimchi and wonderful pumpkin spice tea. So I'm just sort of rolling around. Doug went right to work over there. He's working on that project. He's got to get finished because he's got to return that little caterpillar to someone. So we're going to go feed the chickens and just continue our day.
Don't you do it, Maggie. Stay there. You don't need to eat that. Come here, Maggie, get a treat. Your baby girl. You can have some eggs. Baby girl, Maggie, you want some eggs? Come here, get a treat. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Maggie, come here. Maggie, come here. Come here, Maggie. Come here, Maggie. Maggie.
I don't think you threw it that far away, did you?
Yeah, I did. She'll find every piece of it. No, you don't need any more. You already had breakfast. Mrs. Sweetface needs more. Look out, baby.
Oh.
Hi. How are my little girls? Tick, tick, tick. Here. Here's Black Cat. Black cats have a bad rap. Black cats are the sweetest out of all my cats.
Oh.
They are the sweetest. You're a good boy, aren't you?
Why do people think they're not sweet?
Well, because you know they're a black cat. The black cat cross the road, you'll have bad luck. All that, you know how they are.
So
And then they're always, this time of year, poor little black cats. But no, they're the sweetest little babies. Aren't you a baby? Yeah, he's a good boy. This is Maggie's best friend.
Oh.
They go for walks together. They love each other. Look, see, he just rolls over.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's like the cat whisperer. She likes the cat. Oh, look at you two.
See if we can see these chicks. They're hiding.
Here, chick, chick. No, stop. Leave them alone. Let them have their treat. There. Here, come here. You can look back. You have to hide in the brush of the lamb quarter.
Is it pretty when it leaves out?
The lamb quarter?
Uh-huh.
It's not the most beautiful plant.
Why do you have it?
Because lamb quarter is more nutritious than spinach, and it's free.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Because it's a weed?
Well, it's really not a weed. It's very, 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 very good for you, and you can do so much with it. Out of the young stalks, you can make asparagus, you can use greens, you can use them raw in salads. You could go ahead and cook them like you do spinach with maybe a little butter or coconut oil. I mean, it's amazing. It's just like great, great, great. Very healthy.
Wow. Is this a couple of girls or?
Yes, they're two little hens. And they're best friends. It's so funny. It's like normally the chickens, you know, run around, but it's sort of like they know they're the same kind of chicken cochins, and they sleep together, they run around together, they're always together. They just hatched in the same batch when we were hatching them.
Oh.
The rooster is a Plymouth Barred Rock, and I have to say, I've had quite a few roosters, and sometimes you have to be careful because they can be mean sometimes, but the Barred Rocks I've had the best luck with, and they're the most even-tempered, just totally cool roosters, really mellow, and I just love them, and they just do a really good job with the flock. So, I love them.
Oh, come on, now my battery's dead. I tell you what.
So you're trying to get that rebar out of there?
Yeah, I gotta get that rebar up out of there.
Oh boy.
But I got it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. One way or the other. Homestead projects, man. This is how they go sometimes.
Oy.
I know better. I mean, I do landscaping. That's what I do. So, it's my fault. I just wanted, you know, I didn't care. It was on the back side of the kitchen. None of that stuff really mattered. But now it matters.
Now you found out it matters.
Yeah, it matters because of where we're at now. If everything would have just stuck together and the wall dirt didn't move around and all that, it would have been just fine. Nobody been the wiser.
When you started off here, did you think of one thing in the beginning? I'm going to have a house, and then as you went along, now you've been here 7 years.
Right.
So each year, do you think, well, I'd like to have an outdoor kitchen, or how does the whole thing develop?
I mean, it's kind of like that. I mean, first we decide that we want to have all these buildings to take care of certain tasks on the homestead. So, you know, we put the garden here because that was cool. That's where we were gardening already. The outdoor kitchen, I just wanted it to be close to the cabin, so that's why it's in between the two, which ideally worked out really good because we have the garden there and the house there, so the kitchen's in the middle. Everything comes from the garden to be processed. We come to the house and eat in the summertime, so that was actually pretty good. The root cellar, probably not as great. I could have maybe put it over here or anything, but I wanted to work off of the 3,000 gallons that we do have, and it's gravity fed to the other side of the cabin. So I put the root cellar on the other side. But yeah, you just kind of go into it knowing the buildings and the kind of functions that you want each building to have, and then, you know, as you can afford it or as time allows, you just start kind of chipping away at it. You know, don't be in a hurry, and just remember it's progress, not perfection. So you're just doing the best things that you can with what you have, and then as you accomplish each goal, then you're moving on to the next one.
Right.
I mean, it takes time to put all the systems in place to have a, you know, successful running homestead. I guess in an ideal world, I would have built a basement instead of a crawl space, and then that would have been all in one thing, but we would have lost floor space inside the cabin, and we also would have, you know, costed more. So
Yeah.
we really wanted to accomplish all of our goals being debt-free. We didn't want to have any debt.
I just discovered this, and I'm sure it's not happy that I captured it, but it was in their outdoor kitchen on the screen. Oops, there you go. It was so worth the trip to come out and be inspired by Doug and Stacy. So leave me a comment, like the videos, and look forward to a lot more interesting things coming on my channel.
So the idea that you would blow off that, or you just weren't sure, you just had it on cash.
No, I told him the other night that I'm not pay that. He said, "Don't worry." But I just forgot to let her know during the day. Forgot.